So just sit however you're comfortable. Thank you for joining me for a gentle yoga / stretch class. So whatever you want to think of it is completely fine. Either way, we're cleansing the mind, the body, and opening up those joints for new movements, new relationships, new situations coming in our future. So however you're comfortable, and I like to sit just on the edge of that blanket, allowing that spine to be nice and tall, creating space in your spine. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, just press those palms into the earth. Kind of feel that energy. Inhale, resist the gravity. Inhale. Exhale, drawing your belly button in. 2 more times. Inhale, cleansing breath, calming your mind. Now maybe you joined me in the class before, you're feeling all that energy. Keep that energy, keep that positive energy going, but just center it in a little bit more. Slowly press down, rolling those shoulders back. Once those hands are down, just opening up the chin and chest, and just letting those shoulder blades press together as you bring your arms back. Good. And then let's go ahead and roll the other way. Now as we stretch today, maybe think about where you're feeling the most stress in that position, right? And then shake it out. Okay, let's take it ear to shoulder. And over to the other side, feeling that ear drop towards that shoulder, lengthening from the ear to shoulder, stretching out the neck. And then head comes center, keeping that back nice and straight. So if you feel yourself starting to shift back, lift tall again, and then take it chin to chest. Feel free to rock back and forth. Back to center. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, pressing against that gravity. Good. We're going to reach our fingertips forward. So you can stay in this crossed position because we are going to switch sides. So go ahead and just gently rock back and forth, opening up that lower back. And you can bend the elbows a little bit, let your head hang heavy. Feel that stretch go down your lower back and your hips. And for now, it's okay to have that back rounded. And then hold it center and create some stillness. And I want you to really try today to be present. Feel where you're feeling that stretch. Send that breath and that energy to those areas. And forget about anything else that's happening outside of your mat. And then slowly come on up. Pay attention to which leg is forward. So right, I have my left. You just cross once, you won't get confused, right? Just cross it and find it. And it's going to feel a little awkward because it's not your natural position. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Take it ear to shoulder again. Now notice it might even be harder for you to consciously sit nice and tall, right? Because you're not used to having your legs in this opposite direction. But we really need to create some symmetry in our body. And if we're always doing one side more than the other, that's what creates that unalignment in the body. I don't know if that's a word. And then up, chin to chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pressing that gravity down. Let your shoulders relax. Walk those fingers forward. It's going to feel awkward, again, because your opposite leg is crossed. Now, if you're in that butterfly, that's fine. Just rocking back and forth. Feel that space in that lower back. Let your head hang heavy. And while you're here, let's go ahead and relax your jaw and your eyes. And then settle into the center. Bringing the elbows underneath your shoulders will help pull yourself just slightly towards those thighs. Take your time as you come on up. Beautiful, roll the shoulders back. All right, so we're gonna do the same exact thing, but in our butterfly position. So both knees are open, and just grab those shins, or maybe you wanna peace sign your fingers right into your toes. Roll your shoulders, lift your chin and chest up. Now this time we want our back completely straight. Notice that stretch of the hips, glutes, and back, but not so much that like round part or the top part of your back, right? This is all about the lower body for a moment. We're gonna show you the difference, right? So notice how we're bringing that chin and chest forward, lengthening the spine. It's almost all lower body. Now round your shoulders, bring those elbows underneath, and if you want, here's where those blocks can come in handy, especially if you're feeling really tight through those hips. You can stack as high as you need to, all right? Or just rest right here. So whatever works for you. Feel those knees sinking in towards the earth. And then take your time as you come on up. Excellent. Let's extend those legs straight out. If you want to massage your legs a little bit, you can. Create some energy right there. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, reach towards those toes. Stay right where you're at. Excellent. Let's take it up. All right, so we're going to swing into a tabletop. You're welcome to use your blanket for your knees, but you don't have to. And we're just going to hold it right here. Have your blocks nearby if you have them, and if you don't, that's totally fine. We're going to open up the shoulders. So we're going to go into our little tabletop here, into our cat and cow. So cat right here, round the shoulders. You can wiggle a little bit. Feel your shoulder blades separate away from your rib cage. Let your head hang heavy, and then hold that cat. Now in that cat, we're tilting that pelvis. Feel that lower back stretch, not just the upper back. Exhale, drop your belly to the earth. Extend that chin and chest forward. Drop your elbows just a tiny bit. Press your shoulder blades in towards the earth as you extend that chin and chest forward. Now, not only do you feel a stretch of the abs, right, and through that back, but we're also creating circulation through that throat, opening that throat chakra, and neutral. Let's go straight to that cat again. Really push those palms down and away from your shoulders. Exhale, drop your belly. Inhale, keep your hips up. We're going to extend our arms out. We call this a puppy pose. Exhale, just rest your head. Now the hips are going to stay up. This is mostly about the shoulders and armpits. So we're going to press our chest towards the earth. And then you can replace that head back down. Take a deep breath as you press those armpits a little bit deeper. Allow your chin and chest to fall down into your mat. Take a breath. And as you slow that breath down, notice that stretch. Deepening. To come out of this, bring those hands underneath the shoulders. Go back to your cat-cow one time around. Exhale and arch. And open those knees wide. Touch your toes together, opening those hips. Now maybe you want your hips nice and wide. Let your belly fall through your thighs. Extend those arms out again. Now if it bothers your shoulders to have your arms extended, you can bend your elbows and then press down. So whatever feels good to you. Push those fingertips into the earth as you press your hips a little closer to the heels. Maybe you open your knees a little wider and allow that stretch to happen, not only through your hips and your back, but maybe even your shins and your feet. Slowly shift your weight forward. We're going to just turn those knees down so that you can roll onto your belly, and then gently rest onto your left cheek. Bring your arms to your side and let your shoulders fall into the mat. This feels really good. Sometimes we just need a moment to be present on our mat. Maybe we don't get that when we lay in our bed and we're ready to go to sleep. It's just hit the pillow and you're out. Maybe you have a hard time sleeping, and that has a lot to do with it. Just try to be a little bit more present as to thinking of all those things. I know it's hard. I'm the same way. Go bring those hands underneath the shoulders. Lift yourself back up to that tabletop. And we're going to use these blocks this time. And you don't have to use your blocks. But what we're going to do is either on your blocks or on the ground. We're going to bring our elbows on and then place your palms together like you're in a prayer pose. Nothing religious, just placing your palms together. We're going to shift our weight back so that the triceps are on your mat, and then or on your blocks or your mat, and then let your elbows point as you bring your palms behind you. Now we want our palms together so that we can allow those elbows to press forward, opening through the armpits, and if you want, you can rest your head down on your mat. So we have triceps, back, hips. Really exhale. Exhale out as far as you can, releasing any of that tension. To come out of this, shift your weight forward and then release. Move those blocks if they're in the way. We're going to roll back onto our belly and then rest onto your right cheek. There you go. Excellent. Hands underneath the shoulders. Lift yourself back. We're going back into our child's pose. Open those knees nice and wide. All right? And as we do our hips back, rock back and forth just a tiny bit. And open up that shoulder blade. Look through your armpit. Releasing any of those tension in our hips and shoulders. Hold it center. Take a breath as you reach back. Use those hands underneath the shoulders. Excellent. So we are going to actually flip our legs around and take it on to our backs. You can take those knees with you, or once you're down, you can bring your knees in. Just hold it here, rock back and forth, take a breath. Good, extend those legs straight up. We're gonna bend those knees, arms out to a T, and we're gonna take those knees over to your right. Now as we take our knees over to the right, look over to your left, open the palms up to the sky, and press that left shoulder down gently into the earth. Now right now those knees are kind of in line with the hips here. Feel that rib cage twist as you exhale, maybe get a little deeper twist out of it. Slowly through the center, take a breath, maybe you rock back and forth. And exhale over to the left. Looking over your right shoulder. It's a little spinal twist here. Feel that stretch of the hip here, chest, spine, everything feels good. And as you exhale, maybe you exhale a little bit deeper. Bring a little deeper twist. And I want you to think about wringing out those organs, wringing out all those toxins in your body, creating space in your spine and your joints. And then slowly into center, rock it back and forth. Beautiful drop, both feet down, take a breath. We're gonna go into a little butterfly, so bottoms of the feet touch. Allow your knees to fall, opening the front of your body. A lot harder to open the front of your body. Bring those knees back to center. Feet are on the ground. We're gonna take our right leg, bring it into a little figure four as you press your right knee away from you. Feel that stretch right through that hip flexor. Take a breath. Now our hips, we carry a lot of tension. So right now I just want you to send that energy, nice positive breath into those hips. And then as we bring those knees up, exhale everything out. And you can either hold on to your foot and then press that knee away, or maybe you want to thread through the hole and use your elbow to push your knee, but we're trying to get that knee away from our shoulder. Really opening up to that piriformis. So if you have any tension or you feel a sciatic issue, this is a great stretch for it. Tight knees, tight low back. Very beneficial stretch here. Just settle in. Gently release. And we're going to switch sides. So take that right leg first, extend it all the way out. Really lengthen through that hip flexor. Left leg extends, reach as far as you can, both directions on your mat. Exhale, both knees bent, feet on the floor. Take a breath. Left leg straight up, and then figure four. Hold it down before we press. You're going to push that left knee away from your left shoulder. Settle in. Slowly bring it up. As you exhale, feel free to thread that needle or use the hand to press that knee away from you. As you exhale, maybe bring it in a little bit closer, still pushing that left knee away. Notice that stretch, the side of the hip. Notice your breath. If you're holding your breath, release that breath. Allow yourself to sink in. Exhale, feel yourself float. If you're feeling any sense of anxiety or stress right now, breathe it out. Tell yourself everything will be okay. You have full control of your mind. Extend that left leg all the way out. Inhale. Exhale, both legs. Reach it out. You have full control of your body. You choose. Slowly release. Bring both knees into the chest. We're actually going to take those knees super wide, like right to the outside of that rib cage. Press your knees in. And you can have your hands behind your knees or on your shins, whatever feels good, and rock back and forth. Feel the whole back flat on your mat and get a little stretch and massage as you rotate onto the side of your waist a little bit. And hold it center. Take a breath. Good. Drop those feet down. Still working on opening the front of the body. The feet are a little bit wider, and you're going to seesaw or windshield wiper, right? Either way, back and forth. Notice the stretch, the front of that hip. Arms can just be out of the way. If you want to kind of release any vulnerability, any sense of like that holding yourself in, guarding your body, just let yourself fall. You are on your mat. It's safe here. Hold your knees over to the right. Now we're going to keep our hips up to the sky, pressing both knees to the right. Take your right leg as an option. You don't have to do this. Take your right leg and press it on your left. Notice that whole side of that hip. And if you want a little bit deeper, you can reach that arm. So knees are to the right, left arm up. Imagine a string from your fingertips all the way down your knee, lengthening from one end to the other. So all the way up. Feel those obliques, your armpit, down your thigh. Rest that head center. Shake that arm out. Release the leg first, seesaw or windshield wiper, back and forth. And then let's hold it to the left. So we're just doing the same thing. Your feet are the blades of your feet. Option to take your left leg and place it on your right leg. So hips are still facing up, so we don't want to turn, but everything up, really lengthening, pressing that knee down only as much as you like. Take your right arm, extend it up. And pull those fingertips all the way over your head, knee all the way away from your hip. Imagine lengthening from that hip to the knee. Release your foot, rock it back and forth. Beautiful. We're going to finish here. Extend those legs all the way out. Reach those arms all the way up. Big stretch both directions, just like you did before. Exhale, release and let it go. Setting your intentions for the next week. Let's roll over onto one side. You're welcome to stay in Savasana, but we're going to just take it over to one side. Use that top hand to push yourself into a seated position. Short and sweet, right? We got into every muscle that we could. We're going to finish off little tricep. Reach those arms up. Grab an elbow, lean slightly over. Feel that shoulder blade separate. Open that wing up. Feel that stretch of the tricep all the way down into the shoulders. Inhale, release. Exhale, let's switch. Take it on over. Inhale, release. Roll the shoulders back. Kind of starting and finishing off in the same spot. Bring those hands behind you. Roll your shoulders. Lift up nice and tall. Squeeze those shoulder blades tight. Lift your chin and chest up. Open that throat chakra as well. Good. Shake it out. Awesome job, everybody. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I am here for you. If you're not already a member of Sweat Cardio and Yoga Online, we do full-length classes, all kinds of fun classes. So please click the link and join us. The badass in me honors the badass in you. Namaste. Hi. If you like this video, click the link below or in the pinned comments and we'll send you 2 members-only videos. 1 stretch class and 1 HIIT cardio yoga class that will make you feel strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. So just click that link, put your name, your email, and you'll get full access to both classes. Now, if you like our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, click that bell, comment, and like all our classes that you've been taking so we can keep giving you more. We look forward to seeing you in our next Sweat Fit Fam class. Have a great day.